Okay, so let me start our debate session.
May I come, sir?
Yes. Okay, put up these copies. Put up this. Now, okay. First, who will speak in support of agriculture? And you are just a guest and you will neutralize. Okay, so first, Binay. Okay, A group, B group or C group or group A. Make your statements okay about agriculture. What is the state position of agriculture in your country?
In India, agriculture is in decreased form because it shows that agriculture many people are employed in it, but they actually are not employed, and it is a vast situation in India that and sometimes there are low yield producers. Thus, they have to face up too many difficulties because when they produce their crops by taking loans, if the crops will not give them as they take loan, then how will they pay to the banks and money lenders who gave them loans?
Okay. So, group C. How will you counter these issues on which Binay is focusing? How will you counter agriculture? Okay, is growing occupation, but nowadays he is lagging behind because of farmers has to take loans and they debt. So, how will you encounter this? Is it right? And or if you want to say something about this.
It is right for some things because agriculture also provides 80% of its population is engaged in agriculture, and everything is indirectly and directly dependent on agriculture things, and with the modern techniques of agriculture, it is good for the farmers to earn a profit from the agriculture.
Okay. Yes. So now, do you know how to conduct debates? Okay. When she start speaking, okay, just catching the statement of the guys, you have to make another statement on, okay, for encountering the statement. Just she said कि the modern technology has changed, okay, the agriculture, okay, and nowadays agriculture is becoming a profitable occupation. See, make this statement. How will you encounter this? Okay, just okay, don't wait each other. Okay, wait nahi karo. If you seems कि I have some points okay for encountering this statement, so you just start speaking. Okay, take it. Don't sit like कि okay you are here being a prisoner. Prisoner की तरह क्यों बैठे हो? Be frank. Okay, open up your heart. Okay, here we are not studying or getting education in class by sitting in class. Now we are talking casually. Okay, as we talk with friends, frankly, you may speak. Okay, if you make your statement wrongly, it would be no impact on the others. It will no effect. Okay, only it will influence your speaking skill. So directly encounter. Okay, so listen to both and just interrupt. Okay, doing interrupting. Okay, you have to make the statements. You know, both are you wrong. Okay, yes, you are right, but both statements are right. So okay, this is the way of debating. Don't wait each other कि now my turn will come and I will speak. Okay, if you see yes I have some points to encounter this statement, so you should speak over that. Okay, so now let we start. Okay, you have to speak in favor of agriculture. Oh, sorry, you have to oppose of agriculture, and you will speak in favor of, and you will encounter both statements. Okay, you will neutralize कि yes, both ways are right, दोनों सही हैं, but we have to taken up some steps, okay, to do something different. So now let start again. Okay, yes, from the, don't wait each other. Okay,
India is an agriculture country. We consumed food and to sustain our family. Like more than 60% of the India's population is engaged in agriculture. Agriculture provides that food. Agriculture, we earn our.
yes, that's the point. Okay, 80% population of the countries depend on agriculture. So then how will you say कि it is a profitable and it provides sustainable food for all? And how will the country will depend more on agriculture?
Agriculture provide food that we.
So by getting a food, can a people या can a countryman lead a good life?
If we don't eat food, then we.
Yes.
Yeah.
But people lives in a house. Okay, they walk by cars and other things. So if you says कि agriculture only people have to depend on agriculture through the way. Okay, so how will you say कि agriculture is most profitable and it sustained for all, only we look towards the agriculture? So shouldn't we adopt another way of promoting, like industrial sectors and tertiary sectors where people get jobs? Why are you focusing on more on agriculture?
It produces raw material for various industries.
Okay, I am not going to speak. Okay, now your turn. I will check only today. Yeah. Okay, now. Yes. Okay, continue.
But agriculture has some problem like lack and capital and agriculture marketing and soil erosion and irrigation programs and the environment degradation and intensive agriculture can lead of the soil erosion and land degradations and to the fertilizer and pesticides are used in and can lead of the land fertility and in the development of pesticides. And modern agricultures are often of the natural resources.
Yes. Give them only, okay, the time कि only they can speak. Yes, they could speak only 2 or 3 sentences. Just okay, by listening 2 or 3 sentences, interrupt them and start speaking. Okay, everybody's turn should become. Don't wait each other. Now, okay. Yes, what would be your reference? What's this?
But it is not that if agriculture, all people are depend on agriculture, then where we meet the things that we use in our like electrical and some instrument and if all person is depend on job and other sector, then where we get food.
Yes. Okay. Now.
So it is not that.
Why?
The role of education is very essential for our.
The role of agriculture.
The role of agriculture is very essential.
No, don't. Okay, be serious.
Essential part of our life. We obtained organic food from our field, and we agriculture we get nutrition food like rice, wheat, etc. And without food we can't survive.
Okay. Then
Yeah, you are right that agriculture provides us the foods and foods, but as your group member said that 80% of our population is depending on agriculture. Then, do you think they are in a high level? They are just uh, they are just showing only 2 or 3 acres of land, which is not suitable, which is only providing food. It is not giving any other thing instead of food, like it is giving them profit and money. They are just surviving in anyhow situation.
So, encounter the statement of Vinay.
Both of you right, but first India progress on agriculture. So how can we say that agriculture is not important for our lives? Because food is very important of people lives because we survive these types. And first export it is and India first export cotton and jute. So we are progress our
Yes.
our country is very
Okay. Now, next.
By the using of the agricultural products, we can earn the international currencies and the currency of different countries and and the secondary sectors. Many industries are dependent on the agricultural products for making them into the finished goods and also the tertiary sector depends on because agricultural products are exported to different countries with the use of transportation systems.
Okay. Mohit.
Yes, but nowadays India's 80% population engage in agriculture, but in the pesticides and genetical use of fertilizers are land degradation and human health defect, birth defect, and also causes many diseases for these. And we get those items, those things which we get in agriculture. These prices have very high and government not give for
Yes.
government give not be money for grants.
Yes. I will focus on one issue that now government is also focusing on very emerging issues in towards the genetic farming. So, Apeksha, will you say something for this?
Yes, agriculture is very important. Like scientists say, the main of the goods the exporter in other countries, but government provide in many facilities, but in
But country like India, okay, agriculture sector is lagging behind. Okay, 80% population of the country depend on agriculture, but agriculture is lagging behind. If we see or if we check, okay, then we found that कि other sectors are growing with rapid growth, but agriculture is lagging behind. Okay, will you focus on this point? कि how are these happening in our country?
because there are many farmers who will not
Focusing on.
agriculture.
Okay. So, Lakshmi, will you make different kind of a statement on my question? Will you focus?
In rural area, most of the people are dependent on agriculture for to sustain their family. But the government did not provide proper facility
Yes.
to the rural people.
Okay. Okay. If I include my statement in your sentences, that I would say like to say, okay, and mostly peasants who live in our countries are dependent on monsoon. Okay. So monsoon is also obtains okay through the years, like this year. Okay. If we didn't get proper rain in these days, So how will we survive and how will to save our crops, okay, from destroying? So will you focus on this statement?
Yeah, agriculture is purely unpredictable because anything can be happen. Because few weeks ago there is no rain in in our village. There's everyone was praying for rain to God.
Yes.
And in agriculture is lagging behind because farmer did not get the price which it really values. The crop are really values because farmer get a big price and if we go in other sectors then they from the wheats they produce corn sorry flax and then they sold at a double and triple price. That's why they are growing and agriculture this is not getting the real price and it is lagging behind.
Okay. So for preventing this situation, okay, what measures should the government take?
Government.
Yes. If you want to suggest to the government, the government should take this kind of steps to prevent this kind of situation. If the monsoon, okay, not comes on times, so we can face this kind of situation. Okay, so suggest some ways of this.
Nowadays government started a scheme like in society they
Cooperative society.
provide our in our grains and rice and many other things which we where we get food and we survive life.
Okay. And anything else? Mohit, will you focus on this points? Ki what measures should the government take to prevent this kind of situation?
Yes, it is right that government does not provide the income, provide the price which we get. So, if a farmer does not produce the grain, then the country situation is very bad because without food we can't survive.
Okay.
And how can you say that agriculture is very bad?
Okay. Now, and one more thing, the goods or equipments which we use in our field, that are also their price are also growing. Okay. If we want to purchase from the market, we have to pay okay lump sum amount of the money. So through the way, if we are earning is very less, okay, and we have to spend a lump sum amount on the equipments, so how will the farmer survive?
You're right that the prices of agricultural machines are rising too high. The farmers are going into depth in a very deep depth and not only the prices of machines, we see that we want to see labors for our fields, their prices are also too high.
Yes, everything. Okay, everything. Seed price, okay, fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, okay, equipments, tools, workers, labor force, everything are growing with rapid speed, but the income is on same points. So, how will the farmer, okay, overcome this kind of situation? If near in future he wants to engage and he wants to sustain his family properly.
First, farmer demands from the government give
That first farmer make the demands to the government that you use key, so instead of key that.
that the government give high
Okay, don't laugh, please. Okay.
government give high price of money because farmer don't big profit on the we go on the what is money?
Yes, mandi. Mandi is a mandi. What is mandi?
Farmers go in the mandi and we give our
To sell our grains.
to sell our grains, but she don't take much good profit. Then because
Yes, there is big concern which on which issue Shivani is focusing that. Okay, we didn't get okay the price of the crops in mandis and in markets, when we sold in markets, okay, because sometime we found that okay, we have a good amount of crops, okay, but we have to sold on lesser price, on the very least price. So yes, what would you say about this?
This is because people are not able to choose the correct government for the countries, and the government are not paying their attention on the people's to improve their living standards, to improve the
Okay.
agriculture sector.
Do you think if we change the government, okay, situation will turn?
With by adopting some ways to improve the agriculture sector, it can be.
Okay, but how will the farmers or peasants get sufficient price, okay, and higher price of their crop? Will you suggest some reason? How can we, the farmer of the country, will get sufficient, okay, higher price of the crops? Have you any idea? Okay, anyone can speak if you have ideas about this.
First we change government politician. They are main culprit in these kinds of. If we choose new government, then they know how to grow crops. They know values, and they can, it maybe can happen.
Okay, now.
First, people in our country, people are not want to change the politicians, and they think so. If we talk about the chalna, then they support to the women, and they started a scheme like Yojana. Then they give a
1,000 rupees.
1,000 rupees, and say to the woman that I give you 1,000 rupees, but it is not that. If what if Shivraj Singh Chauhan is not been to the election, then it is not that he give you money.
Okay. Will you say something?
Like if they want to, a farmer want to produce their crop, then why they are depending on others? They should come together and form their own groups and own societies, and open their own industries. Because I told you that in secondary sector they produce goods and finished goods, and they sold at double and triple price, and the farmer should collect their grains and at one warehouse by of their own group, and make finished goods by their own and sold them. By this way they get a higher price, and their income will increase.
Okay. Yes, you will say
It
something.
is correct that most of the farmers taken loan from money lenders, rich farmers, but the government provide proper amount to the farmer. They obtain higher productivity to the agriculture.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, that's the point on which you are focusing. But the main thing, okay, government start many public sector bank, okay, for the help of the people of the country. Okay, if anybody wants to set up their plants, industry, okay, and if he wants to start some business, okay, some small kind of businesses, okay, government is open up public sector bank. But nowadays we found that mostly public sector banks are facing, okay, NPA, okay, non profitable assessment, okay, because if the government or bank provide loan to the others, but in case of, okay, when he beg, he demand, okay, for his amount, then the bank found that the man has become insolvent and he has left the country already, or he has already sold up his setup or shops or industry. So how will you build the trust of the government? The government should provide, okay, you provide you loan, okay, on little interest without a collateral.
It may depend on which farmer. They pay high interest to the bank. If they take a loan from the bank, they in this situation some farmers suicide also.
Okay, Bhavish, say something. How will you win the trust of the bank?
We can trust on the bank, but the farmers are depend on agriculture, and that if the farming are very decreasing in our sector, the parents are don't become to want our child in future to become farmer, and to become farmer, and the agriculture sectors are decreasing, and the
Okay, one more thing on which I will want to focus on, that is the population. Okay, India's population is growing with rapid growth. Okay, and it has surpasses the population of China. India become first country in the world. Okay, with most of the population. So land is limited, population is growing. So how will the limited parts of the land, okay, support the country?
the yes, population is growing rapidly, and we stop the growing population, and we careful, and in our country the forest is decreasing very fast, because the farmer and agriculture and the many industries are cut off the trees, and to establish our industry, and the farmers are growing their crops in this land, and produced of a depletion or depletion of the resources.
Very good. Shivani. Yes. Bhavish is saying resources are depleted day by day because of growing population. Okay. And one thing that is cause of concern, globalization. Because of globalization, many rivers and water resources are dried up. Okay. So agriculture demands always water. Without water, there is no agriculture. Okay. We cannot produce a little grain of crops. So how can we, people of the country or peasants of the country, face this kind of situation, which are mainly emerging by the population and because of globalization?
People start focusing, and people anywhere throw out the dust, and don't focus on rivers. People throw the dust, and many places don't put the dustbins, and government also didn't focus this, and and most
Municipal corporation, Nagarpalika. Municipal corporation.
municipal corporation didn't focus this situation. This silliest mistake is very big nowadays, because population is growing, and
Did you notice one thing? In rainy season, okay? Samiksha, I will make decision for you. You have to make your own statement. Did you notice? Villages are turning in a town, in a cities, okay? Because people who live in village are build houses like a, okay, pakka house, okay, and they are used constructing like cement and iron rod, and when they build their house, they have no space to percolate water into the water, because everywhere we found in villages the roads are melted, there are no kacha or muddy road, okay, muddy ways to pass through which. So this is the main situation, okay, which is emerging in countries, in mainly in villages, okay, because water is not percolated, okay. When get rains, then the all water flow through the rivulet and it gets into the larger river, and through the larger river the water get into the oceans, okay. So how will you focus that ki what should be the measures which, okay, the peasants of the country should adopt to prevent, okay, to stop this kind of situation.
The government should start some schemes to not it.
Everywhere government cannot support, some steps should be taken by the peasants on their own. So okay, what suggestion will you give to the peasants of the country?
They can be used some measures to conserve waters, like making tanks the water of the condense, then it can be collected in any tanks or other right, and
Okay, we can dig up a hole, okay, and okay, Mohit, is the gulsa and kulsa idea is better for preserving water into the earth? Gulsa and kulsa.
Yes, this is good idea, but when we collect water in the tanks, that time, if there are facility that we can filter those water, because this water is not for irrigation the field, this is also drink for us, and we make
Okay.
well pond to collect water in it.
Okay. Apeksha, nowadays agriculture is becoming unfit for the cultivation, okay, because of over excess, yeah, over uses of the fertilizer pesticides, okay. So if you want that कि our future generation use these resources, okay, so how will you suggest the people of the country and the mainly farmers of the country कि you should do this and you shouldn't do this? What kind of measures and what kind of suggestion will you give to the peasants of the country?
Anything environment, many people are not used in a good, not a good, and there are many people will use in small things, and we consume the waters, and they are in summer season, to use, there are no water to use of tanks, we consume water, and this sun.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Mohit. Will you focus or will you little glimpse on this point?
Yes, the government is attract the people because the government provide money and elected them, the public elected, we pay rent, everything which we purchase every day. The government does not pay, the government does not government provide the proper money, then farmer will use technology in agriculture, so the more grain produce.
Okay.
Yeah, you are right. If government provide money, then their farmer will use technology. But technology is also polluting our environment by using pesticide. Many new diseases are introducing in our surrounding, in our environment.
Okay, 1 minute. I will make a comment. Okay, also focus on my point as well, including him. Okay, I know most of the farmers who live in our village. Okay, if I know them very well, I think they are orthodox kind. Okay, they do not believe in scientific farming. They always believe in primitive farming. So how will you say, okay, and how will you focus on this key? How will the farmer change? Okay, how can, if we want to change, make some changes in the farmers? Okay, what measures, yeah, what steps should be taken? Should we take to change them? Yeah, to make some changes in them.
First, we have to make them see the first we have to make them see the problems which are arising by their farming method, and not by only showing them. We have to do, and by doing they will see us and they will know us. They will know that they are doing good, and our farming is just polluting environment.
Once I suggested my father, okay, what you are saying about this, कि you should adopt some scientific farming. He said, पहले करके दिखा. Okay, he was not agree for accepting my arguments. So how can you say that कि they will agree with?
Yes, the father said we have to show them by doing, and not only us, also government have to support us by supporting us with some funds, and government should tell because they will not accept us. That's why government should tell the farmers that you should accept the organic farming methods, and you should not use the pesticides, and many things which.
Okay. Do you believe without pesticides, okay, without insecticide, without fertilizer or okay chemical fertilizers, okay, we can grow crops? Can, what do you think? Is it possible for Indians, okay, without fertilizers?
No.
So yes, make your statement by saying something about this.
Because nowadays all the people use pesticides, and some villages people use cow dung
Okay.
in our field. We throw our field. This is very good, and nowadays.
Okay, and anything else? Okay. Now, most turn.
Farmers are employed during harvesting and sowing season, but in the rest of the time they are unemployed. In case the crop of farmer are failed, some farmer decide to taking suicide. They take appropriate steps to overcome this problem. They can make them in their village to irrigate their field, and adopted new techniques for agriculture.
Okay. Many farmers families in villages, okay, taking up scientific farming, they are looking towards the government and they are deserting villages, and they are setting up into the, yeah, they are living in villages or towns and seeking some kind of job, okay, which is not sufficient for them, because if there are 5 members in a family and only one member of the family work for the others, and he gets a very minimum amount of his salary at the end of the month, okay, it is only sufficient for the wages or okay provisions on which, so how will the country develop if it will continue happen with the farmers, if they start deserting the villages? Many of us are thinking to leave the village in near future. okay, in the search of job?
Like to reduce this, the government should help them. Like government also launched a program Manrega and to support the farmers and this is not only by launching a single program. The government should launch programs at a high level and for many people in the country. Like Manrega is only for 600 districts, and we know that there are too many districts in our country. The government should launch new programs. And,
No, but nowadays, okay, Manrega initiation has been launched throughout the country. In all districts of the country are included in Manrega. But okay, people are not interested doing work in Manrega. Okay, because many free scheme has been launched by the government. So they gets okay 15 or 50 kg wheat every month or some kgs rice, okay, on the smaller price. I don't know, okay, but whatever the amount of that grants, okay. But I know, so people are not interested in doing job in Manrega. So how will you, okay, rise their interest towards the Manrega?
like first they have to understand the situation in which they are. They are in the vastest situation. They do not want any job, but they want money.
Yes.
How will they survive by this? By sitting on a table bench, by laying on a bed, and they are thinking they will earn money. No, first they have to work by themselves, and government should also explain the profits, the benefits which Manrega is providing them. They should, but Manrega should be also at a high level because you told only there if there are 5 members in a family, but Manrega provide only jobs to only one member. That one.
Agriculture is being provided jobs and works to the members of the family, but it is a distinguished, okay, where people see, it seems where people are engaged in working but they have no income instead of, okay. And also if the land required only one person, okay, to getting up or digging up for cultivation, so but there are 6 members, yeah, all members of the family are engaged in the field. So okay, how will the government, okay, overcome this situation, and how will the government focus and in near future give some relaxation to this kind of, okay, to preventing, yeah, to escaping this kind of burning issues?
If we check that in previous time, the one family member, there is 5 members in one family. Then in previous there is 5 members in the family. Then after they are 10, and the population is growing, and if population is growing, so if we have only 1 acre, 1 or 2 acre land, then in previous time we have 5 members, then our 10 members. Then if member is in grow, then land is always grow, but land is lowest, and population are growest.
Okay, now point out some issues.
The government should start some schemes to control the population of the country. And
Okay, is the government working for the peasants of the country, or government is run by the corporate families? So, do you think the government will focus on these issues?
no.
Okay, so yes, how will you say about this kind of discrimination from the government?
I think so. It is also a mistake of the citizen of the country, as it is dependent on them to choose the government. they see the person who gave them something in the time of election, um, and after the election they are face some problems in.
But nowadays people do not vote for the person. Okay, now our politics has turned into and being a party politics. Nobody think about the person. Okay, yes, I will vote for a good person. I will vote for the party. So how will you change this situation? Ki party politics should be changed. Okay, on the person based politics. Yes. Cool. Okay. Yes, Mohit, you will say something.
Frustrate a politician when they elected, then they say, I give you a pack of wine, then people are going depth and they don't want to know to what happened in future. Then only that they think they want that we should go in depth and what will happen in future. They don't want. And after they say we are poor, our government is bad. This type.
Okay. Now, Apeksha.
In the election time, in government provide many facilities, but the
Once I said one of my family members कि now you should change your thought and you should choose a leader. Okay, that be a good person in future and okay emerge being a good leader. Then he said instead of listening my voice, okay, he said हमारे बाप दादा तो उनको ही देते आ रहे हैं, हम भी उनको ही देंगे. Okay, they didn't ready and they are not focused on the people. They are always focus on party. Yes, that's the this is or that is. Okay, so
but the election they don't want to do how to do the people's what to do.
what to do? Okay, and anything else? Okay, let's see.
Farmer produce for the world market, but farmer make a serious mistake. They sold their production to the government. If they sold their production by their own, they obtained much amount.
Questions and solution of that questions, okay, should creeping in your mind when your turn passed, okay, one to others. Okay, जैसे ही तुम्हारा नंबर खत्म होना तुम्हारे दिमाग में क्वेश्चन और आंसर्स क्रीपिंग करने चाहिए, रेंगना स्टार्ट हो जाना चाहिए, तभी तो बोलोगे. अदरवाइज यू विल स्पीक वन सेंटेंस, ओके, वन आफ्टर अनदर. नहीं है. ओके, so how will you focus on और सेंटेंस. ओके, सेंटेंस कैसे बनाओगे, how will you make? So you have to think कि yes, I will make two sentence by using simple present. Okay, some sentence I will try to make in continuous, some taking up the helping verb हो perfect. So इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आपके दिमाग में क्रीपिंग होते रहने चाहिए. Okay, so when your turn will come, just time you have okay something to speak, you will have, sorry, otherwise you will always speak out perfect with perfection one or two sentence like apeksha. Okay, apeksha is speaking same way, and also Lakshmi is only focus on the money or income. So to get rid, इससे छुटकारा पाने के लिए start, okay, make sentences and also questions in your mind by using different kind of grammatical parts. समझे कि नहीं? और this is the best way of okay enhancing our speaking power. Don't you think about? क्या नहीं लगता तुम्हें कि it is the best way कि by sitting okay and only okay don't take too much time over this or don't spend too much time, only pick your 20 minutes each day, okay, and choose a leader among you, एक leader चुनो, okay, he will start program and one by one, okay, you make your statement every day only 20 minutes, you will see कि okay until you change, जब तक change नहीं होंगे, okay, your motto will not change, your okay thought processing will not change, nothing would be changed, कुछ भी नहीं nothing would change, कुछ भी नहीं बदलेगा. But by sitting like okay, if you continue to this, you will see yes we have something. Pick a point every day. Okay, like agriculture, today we picked agriculture. Tomorrow decide new point out new okay कोई नया topic, new topic. So by choosing and by making up questions and speak क्या बोलते हो okay what you say no matters but you speak English बोलते हो ना, सेंटेंस बनाते हो पूरा कंप्लीट, यस नो में तो नहीं रुक जाते, you speak something, कुछ तो बोलते हैं ना, और it is okay larger than yes or no, the sentence is larger than yes or no, और वो सेंटेंस उससे बड़ा ही होता है. So pick a topic every day from anywhere, okay, girls, boys, school, teachers, bag, books, music system, light, electricity, there are billions of topics, okay, it is never ending process, and choose a leader every day one by one, एक कोई भी आ जाओ एक दिन एक बैठो, okay, it is not कि always I am being with you, ये जरूरी नहीं है, एक दिन बिने को लीडर बनाओ, he will okay start topics and he by making questions, okay, you will give your reference, so through the way you will get opportunity, तुम्हें बोलने की opportunity मिलेगी, okay, and also when you will listen up one that is very important thing, that is our ear are focusing on English words, हम इंग्लिश ही सुन रहे हैं ना, we are listening English, so okay and catching the words, उनको words को catch करना, and by catching the words we also make some sentence using the words, this will enhance your speaking skill, otherwise it would be too difficult okay to face the person and to conducting conversation. This is the way of debating, ये डिबेट करने का वे होता है, इसलिए हमने डिबेट रखते हैं कि ऐसे, और ये डेली होनी चाहिए, ये एक दिन नहीं, ओके, कि ओनली यू कंडक्टेड इन अ वीक एंड ओके यू आर वेटिंग फॉर द अदर वीक, ओके, pick your make your timetable okay by taking up some leisure hours or some leisure minutes and pick 20 minutes okay while before going home, घर जाने से पहले ही करो ना, okay, otherwise you will go there and okay after a minute after 30 minutes you will be back, so by spoiling okay instead of spoiling your times you are spending your time okay by going and arriving, okay, take your 20 minutes instead of doing this, okay, and conduct your conversation by sitting up, you will see yes you are much comfortable rather than the other students, और बस फिर ये चेंज हो जाएगा तो everything will be changed automatically, okay, so today we finish our topic, our debates, and so decide our topic for tomorrow, and okay yes. You should do this every day if you want to enhance your speaking power. Woman discrimination, okay, and woman discrimination, okay, and Swati is the leader for tomorrow because the topic is so okay by sitting on chair she will ask answers or sorry questions and you have to give your references, okay, by sitting on. Every time should become one, then second, then third by sitting like okay in a group, okay, and you have to notice up the sentences which he or she are making. So okay, thank you the day, and shall we stop now?